Aloha from my room at Sensei Lāna'i. I spent almost $5,000 at Hawaii's most exclusive wellness resort. Is it worth it? Let's talk about it. I'm Shani and I'm from Hawaii, and I took a solo birthday trip to Sensei Lāna'i, an adults-only 5-star wellness resort, which is a 20-minute flight from Honolulu. Before we get into every single dollar I spent, let me tell you what's actually included in the cost. You get a round-trip flight from Honolulu, your room, and I'll get into the full cost breakdown at the end, all the amenities, and unlimited free wellness classes every single day. Like I said, I booked the Discover Sensei package, which makes your nightly room rate a little higher, but it comes with $450 of spa and activity credit per night. So for my 3-night stay, that was $1,350 of total credit to spend however I wanted across my 4 days. I'm gonna break down every single thing I spent it on, rate it, and tell you if I'd do it again. Little side note, the resort does have pre-arrival specialists, and they basically help you plan your entire stay if that's what you want. If you don't want a schedule at all, totally up to you, but girl, I'm type A. And for an experience like this, I wanted to make sure I maximized every single minute of every day because of how much I was paying. So they do have someone to help you before you arrive to book any appointments, any reservations, any shuttle times, any classes, and I love that for me. I felt like I had a personal assistant, and honestly, it set the tone for everything that followed. Okay, now the flight. Your round-trip flight from Honolulu is completely included in your stay, and it's not just any flight, girl. It's private, period. That's right! You're not going to the normal Honolulu airport terminals. You drive straight to a private hangar nearby that also has free parking. Check-in takes 2 minutes, security's right there in the hangar, and then you wait in this beautiful private lounge space until they call your flight. I had to check in by 8 a.m. for my 9 a.m. departure, so now we have an hour to kill, I guess. And once they called my flight, I boarded a 19-seater semi-private charter plane with other resort guests or workers. The flight took 20 minutes. It was so fast and also bumpy toward landing, I had to grip onto my seat. And once you get off, someone meets you on the tarmac and takes you inside, where a Sensei employee is grabbing your bags and loading it onto the shuttle to take you to the resort. Now, check-in was incredibly smooth. The hospitality is literally just so amazing. They give you a lovely lay, and then they open the door for you and they say, have a seat anywhere. We'll be right with you. Pick the seat. They come with the tray, hot towel, kombucha, pineapple with lihimoi. I said, oh, this is the life I deserve. This is the life that I want. And then they check you in right there, sitting on the couch, just sipping my kombucha, telling me I got upgraded to a deluxe room, saying happy birthday. We're so happy that you're here celebrating your birthday with us. Yes, I got a free upgrade from a regular Ko'ele room to a Ko'ele deluxe room, and the room was stunning. Lots of giant windows, and I love natural light, so this was everything for me. A huge private lanai, Apple TV, lots of seating, gorgeous bathroom, a white noise machine, the dreamiest bed that feels like a cloud, and waiting on the table when I arrived, coconut pineapple halpia, and chocolate covered strawberries that said happy birthday. My nightly room rate was about $1,420, and that's already with a 10% Kama'aina discount since I'm a resident. The deluxe room with the Discover Sensei package was around $1,600 per night, and the room is 5 stars. I'm so grateful for the free upgrade, and it was so hard to leave the room some days because of how cozy it was. Now let's get into the amenities, and this is where Sensei really separates itself from a regular luxury hotel. There's a full gym open 24 hours. There's a beautiful pool that's actually surprisingly warm. Multiple areas throughout the grounds to just sit, reflect, wander, and decompress. They have a sculpture garden, which I didn't get to see, but the whole property sits inland, so you are just surrounded by Lāna'i's greenery. And then there's the onsen garden, which is open to guests at any time. They have 10 private hot pools throughout the garden, each one with a little sign you can flip to occupy. You just show up in your robe and pick one, and they are very private. The water is around 101 to 103 degrees, but they do have a designated one just for pregnant women who are there on their baby moons, so they can still enjoy the onsen. As for the classes, every single wellness class is included in your stay at no extra cost unless stated otherwise, and there are multiple classes every day across fitness, meditation, mindfulness. You pre-register through your experienced specialist before you arrive to ensure you have a spot in that class, but if there's room, they can take people who just walk in. Here are the ones I took and my honest ratings. The aquatic recovery class is done in the pool, and it's stretching and light movement. The instructor was fun, and if you love stretching and mobility work, this was great. 4 stars. With the gong sound bath, I fell asleep within minutes. The sound waves of the gong tickled my brain so good, and it was my first time doing this, and I loved it. 5 stars. For the floating meditation class, I thought this was going to be closer to aerial yoga because the descriptions were very similar online, but it wasn't. It was still deeply relaxing and very cool, and the instructor was so sweet. 3.5 stars. I took the Freeing Yourself from Limiting Beliefs class on my birthday, and it absolutely hit different. Such a great mindfulness class. 5 stars. And then I also took a fitness class, and he gave us a good mix of mobility and breaking a sweat during the tiniest movements. I really appreciated him sharing his knowledge and explanations of what we were doing too. 5 stars. Now let's talk about the $1,350 $350 in Discover Sensei credit, and that was $450 per night for my 3 nights. You will end up paying more depending on how much you tip, and you should tip generously, so budget more than the listed price for every activity just to be safe. And just off of these base prices alone, I did not go over the $1,350 credit. However, I did come out of pocket just a little bit because of tips and fees. So out of pocket from these activities and experiences, I paid $47.49. For the Lāna'i snorkel experience, it was $285. It's a 3-hour activity, and one other guest celebrating her 70th birthday and I had the entire boat to ourselves, plus the 3 crew members who were absolutely incredible. It was my first time snorkeling, and we did it near one of King Kamehameha's fishing spots, which was literally the coolest thing ever. And I can't swim, but they gave me a flotation belt and I felt very secure. One of the crew also gets in the water with you and is there the whole time making sure you're okay. We saw octopus, starfish, and lots of fishies, and one of the crew even helped me film a TikTok and take pictures, so it was absolutely the best time ever. 10 out of 5 stars just for the crew. Do not skip this one. I booked the thermal body mapping massage for $750. This is a 150-minute session that includes both the massage and spa hale time. You should absolutely 1000% book something that includes the spa hales, or even if you just book private time in there, because wow, these videos don't even do it justice. There's a warm pool and hot tub, salt bath, sauna, steam shower. I was able to spend an hour in there and it did not feel like enough time at all. In terms of the thermal body mapping, this specific massage is Sensei's most unique offering because they use thermographic technology to map your entire body and identify areas of tension, pain, and asymmetry. Then they do a targeted hour massage based on your results. I wasn't able to film the massage because it's against policy, but I can tell you I walked out feeling completely melted. Absolutely 5 stars. It's expensive, but genuinely unlike anything else, so if you had to spend credits anywhere, it's on the spa hales. I also booked the nourishing hair and scalp treatment, and that was $120. This was a 60-minute relaxing hair and scalp treatment that includes 2 washes, an oil scalp massage, and then a hand and arm massage. Blow dry and full style are not included in this one, and I absolutely love anything to do with scalp massages, but you could skip this if you had your eye on doing something else. 4 stars. And lastly, I did the Lāna'i Adventure Park e-bike tour for $150. One thing I love to do in a new place is go biking, so this one was an absolute must for me personally. It's supposed to be a standard guided tour, but since I was the only one that day, my guide asked if I wanted to go to the cat sanctuary instead, to which I said, of course! We biked 12 miles round trip, spent time with special needs and senior cats, went to a lookout, biked in some rain on the way back, and I had the time of my life. Absolutely 5 stars, my guide was awesome. Food is not included in the stay, so money spent is based on what you order and how much you eat, but I'll just tell you exactly what I spent. Sensei has one restaurant on property, which is Sensei by Nobu, and then they have the bar where you can order food. For off-property dining, there's a complimentary shuttle to the Four Seasons, which also has Nobu but with a different menu, and Osteria Mozza. They also offer shuttles into the main square where you can eat at other restaurants there too. Day 1, I spent $172.79. Lunch was $24. My smoothie was almost $18, and dinner at Sensei by Nobu was $130. At Sensei by Nobu, I had the jalapeno yellowtail, the black cod, a guava mocktail, and the Lilikoi banana dessert, which is hand-painted white chocolate to look exactly like real bananas, and they added a birthday candle. Day 2, I spent $112.38. I had a free yogurt cup in the morning, and lunch from the boat was also free. I got the $17.80 smoothie again. Then dinner at Osteria Mozza was $94.58. The oxtail pasta was a standout, but I could have done without the bread. It was good, just not my favorite meal of the trip, but the service was incredible. Day 3 was my birthday, so I spent a lot more this day, $241.65. I had this gorgeous Japanese breakfast for $55. Lunch was $47, and my birthday dinner at Nobu Lāna'i was $139. I had a lychee martini, jalapeno yellowtail, chicken, and chocolate lava cake and matcha ice cream. You literally can't go wrong with that. For my last day, I only spent $56 for lunch before checkout. So in total, I spent $583.78 on food for 4 days. And now the moment you've been waiting for, the grand total. For my 4-day, 3-night solo birthday trip, I spent $4,893.29. Almost $5,000 for 3 nights, solo, on a private island, for my birthday. Was it worth it? My honest answer, yeah. It was the perfect solo getaway, something I'm so grateful I was able to give myself. And the people there didn't even make it feel like I was there by myself. I was alone, but never lonely, and I had the grandest time ever. It's a 5-star resort for a reason, and it earned every single one of them. And if this video inspired you to visit Lāna'i someday, please remember the island is more than just a luxury resort. Learn about the history of Lāna'i, support local businesses in town, tip generously, respect the land, respect the community, and most importantly, spend time with the people who actually make this island what it is. Thanks for watching!